New York Jets. New York, this is the Mecca. We the best. We from New York. We go the hardest. Let's go, Jets. Let's go. Let's go, Jets. Let's go.
Morning, subscribers, and happy. Back in the day when I was a heavy drinker, we used to call it Thirsty Thursdays. And of course, Thursday was the best night of the week to go out as far as I was concerned. Those Thursday happy hours were the best, especially at the Winter Garden. I stated that in my episode 3. Thursdays was the best night in the city or anywhere to go out partying. But those days are over. I live a life of sobriety and got a clear head now and everything, and it's the best way to be. I love my early mornings when you get up, that first cigarette of the day and that first Red Bull of the day. We had severe big rainstorm last night. Thank God I bought a cover for the TV. I bought an American flag cover for the outdoor TV cover. It looks nice. It's the American flag too. I'm staring at it right now. It's a pretty cool cover. I got it on Amazon. I love Amazon. They got whatever you want on Amazon, they got it. You know, you could buy a boat and you can buy Band-Aids with everything in between. But what I want to do this morning is, for those that saw my story about my trip to Foxborough, the Jet Patriot game in December of 2007, I want to add a little bit of stuff that I didn't get in there last night. Not that I forgot it, I just want to put some footnotes in there, you know. Like I said, I was treated badly by the fans and by the police department. As far as I'm concerned, completely disrespected. But as far as when I did get the medical help, they were a class act. The doctor was very appalled by the situation. He couldn't apologize enough. I said, Doc, it ain't your fault, bro. You know what I mean? You didn't throw the snowball. But he was like, fans can be very, very stupid, and I'm sorry that happened to you. You really could have been seriously hurt. Because when he looked at my eye, he's like, you came really close to hitting the retina, and who knows what could happen. So like I said, I apologize on behalf of the New England Patriot organization, and everything, and stuff. And as far as those cops are concerned, he says there is higher authorities if you want to report them the way they treat you. I said, I'm not going to get the cops in trouble. They got a family, Doc. And, maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe, I was drinking, I was drunk. Not drunk to the point where, I was wasted, but, you got alcohol involved. The cops probably didn't want to be bothered. But to see me there, blood coming down my face, that was ridiculous. But what happened was they treated me good. They asked me if I had a medical insurance, just to make sure I have medical insurance, but they did not charge me. You're looking at, that's probably a couple $1,000 bill, because I had like 5 stitches. I was there for a good half hour, 40 minutes. They cleaned it up. They actually gave me a prescription for antibiotics, which they don't really do that much these days. They get antibiotics from a doctor is like pulling fucking teeth. And they even asked me if I was in any pain. And back then, I could have got some painkillers, but I chose not to. I really wasn't into the painkillers back then. In fact, I used to be like, I don't know anybody, why do people take pills for? How stupid that is. I'd rather drink. Meanwhile, I would be addicted years later, and then I realized why they take them. But yeah, so I could have got painkillers. I did get antibiotics. They did give me a cream to put on there, some kind of like cream to put on there. So I got great care, and then they did say, they called the office and told the main office what happened, and they were going to comp me, 4 tickets. It was for me and the 2 Suffolk County cops that came along to help me and got my back. But I declined the tickets because I live in New Jersey. I said to them, and I'm not coming all the way here for a Patriot game. I appreciate it, So they were very kind to me. The office part of it, and the doctor, he was a class actor doctor, you know what I mean? You can't, one drunken fan who throws a snowball ruins it for everybody that's there, you know what I mean? There was no reason to do that, and everything, but I got good care, and everything, and I could have went to a game for free, but like I said, I'm not coming back to Boston. I haven't been back to Boston since, and that was in 2007. But what I want to do is I want to talk about Dennis Byrd for a second. How Dennis Byrd, was a big inspiration for me too, because when I was in the hospital, rehabbing my neck and learning to walk again, I had my mom bring me, a couple of Jet jerseys I'd wear, like when I was doing my therapy to pump me up. Maybe I was like a football player, trying to get back into the league. I would tell that to my therapist too, like, yeah, let's make believe I'm a football player today. We're gonna get back on the field, so she got a kick out of that. But my mom did bring me the Dennis Byrd jersey, and I told her about that whole story. And the Dennis Byrd jersey, unfortunately, years ago, I believe that this is like, you can't make this shit up. I had dated a girl in Connecticut who actually was a big Patriot fan of all things, but she was hot, so I didn't care about that. But what happened was, we had broke up, and what happened was, I used to leave clothes at her house, right? And you can't make this shit up, right? That Dennis Byrd jersey with the blood stain on it, right? The blood stain on it. That I washed it a few times, but the blood never came out of it. I had an authentic Chad Pennington jersey, game worn, that I bought on eBay, that Chad Pennington wore, and it was autographed by him, right? I left it at her house. I had forgotten about it. I go to look for them one day. In fact, I told my mom to look for my Dennis Byrd jersey. She's like, I don't see it. Then it dawned on me. I'm like, I left him at Christina's house, right? I won't say her last name. She's now like a model now. It's funny. She's like 40. What is she? She's 10 years younger than me. So I'm 11 years younger than me. So she's like, all of a sudden now she's an Instagram fitness model at her age. She's I'm 56. She's 45. God bless her. She was a good girl and everything, but whatever. So I left him there, and I remember, like, I wrote her a letter because we kind of didn't end on good terms. So I wrote her a letter. She was a nurse also, so when COVID was going on, I wrote her a letter, asking her, I said, thanks for being a hero. I was trying to be very nice to her. By any chance, do you have my Chad Pennington jersey and my Dennis Byrd jersey? And she, I even mailed her a check for $25 if she has them, to mail them back to me, and I paid for the shipping and handling. She returned the check and said, unfortunately, I no longer have them. So she probably sold them or something. She didn't really get into it or whatever, but I was fucking pissed. So anyway, but what I want to do is about Dennis Byrd. That poor guy, after everything he went through, there's a movie, you probably could find it on YouTube. They made him, a made-for-TV movie about his, learning to walk again and everything. But that poor guy, in October of 2016, on a one-on-one car collision, you can't make this shit up. God works in mysterious ways. He was involved in a one-on-one car accident. He was hit dead on, and the poor guy died in October of 2016 in a car accident. Now, the person that hit him and killed him, believe it or not, you can look it up, it's, you can Google it, I'm telling the truth. She just got her license. She was a teenage girl who just got her license that day. Her first day with her license, she gets involved in a one-on-one car accident. She kills, of all people, Dennis Byrd after everything he fucking went through. You can't make it up, that poor fucking guy. That really, I remember I was at my girlfriend at the time's house. It was a Saturday morning, and we were about to go at it or whatever, and the alert came on my phone, and I had to double take it. I'm like, what? And she's like, what's the matter? And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. She thought like somebody in my family died, the way I reacted. I'm like, holy shit, Jesus Christ. And I put my head down, and she's like, what happened? What happened? What happened? I'm like, Dennis Byrd of New York Jets, I was a big fan of him. He freaking died in a car accident. She's like, Jesus Christ, they thought like one of your parents died or something, And she started laughing like, fucking, you get him? I was like, Lisa, it's not fucking funny, Lisa. I actually got pissed off. I'm like, no, this fucking guy, everything he went through, are you familiar with his story? I think so. You know, fucking women. I'm like, so we're going in the bedroom? I go, no. I fucking lost all interest right now in fucking anything. In fact, you know what? I'm going home. Fuck it. You know what I mean? She's like, you're a fucking idiot. You know, I'm like, whatever, Lisa. I walked out and I went fucking home, and I was fucking disgusted. But it's just sad how that poor guy, after everything he did to learn, and then you got to remember too, the last time the Jets were in the playoffs, believe it or not, was 14 years ago, and they beat the Patriots. Steelers, you know, they beat the Patriots. They were big underdogs, and Dennis Byrd came out with the jersey they cut off his body, and he walked it out with Bart Scott and the Dadian Tomlinson, and I forget who else came out with it, you know, onto the field for the coin toss. He was a celebrity, you know, captain, and they would go on to upset the Patriots that day. It's one of the great jet days of my life, Dave Gass. We were 10-point underdogs, and yes, I did. I had $2,000 on the money line. Got paid back like 9 or 10 grand. Woohoo! Don't count my money, sexy flexy. So that was a great day, you know. And then, you know, in all seriousness, the poor guy would die in a car accident in October of 2016. In fact, I think he died the night before my best friend's birthday is October 15th, and he's a Dolphin fan. My best friend from like 6th grade. And I think Dennis Bird's day of death, without looking at it, I believe it was October 14th or 15th, 2016. I got to check that, or somebody else check it, see if how close I was. But I believe it was around my best friend's birthday, who was a Dolphin fan of all things and everything. But I thought I had the footnote in there. Once again, to anybody in Boston, anybody that lives in Boston, from Boston, I know we got a Boston Jay, who's a big part of the Mob 2 community and a very good guy. He's friends with Jimmy Calandria, so Boston Jay seeing this. Nothing against Boston Jay. You know, that was just my experience, you know, there and everything. But I just wanted to add a little short video with the footnotes of the of what happened there, little, you know, stuff in there that I didn't add yesterday. Everybody have a great Thursday. Once again, all the best and God bless. Salute, Red Bull, and see everybody in the chats later. And Dave Gass, you have a wonderful day with your beautiful wife. Enjoy. And I still got to keep you a secret, Dave Gass, because like I said, this is Mob 2. Anybody Jet fans find out that I'm friends with a Patriots fan, I could take one in the back of the ear. Anyway, everybody have a great day. All the best and God bless. The one, the only, FTF.
We the Mecca, New York City Jets. New York Jets, New York, this is the Mecca. We the best, we from New York. We go the hardest. Let's go Jets, let's go. Let's